It's turtle time on Finding Monster Right. Show about finding monsters, right?
Correct. It is turtle time, yes.
Yes, I'm your host, Adam.
Yes, Cowabunga. And today's episode is
Freshman and a Half Shell, Collegiate Ninja Turtles.
I've matured. I'm not going to sing it to the tune.
I see. Yes, you're college ready.
Quite. I'm erudite and prepared for collegiate activities such as learning.
All right, take it easy, Donatello. We have to talk to all the Ninja Turtles.
I am not coming up with 4 discrete Ninja Turtle voices. I'm not getting paid enough to do that.
Yeah, well, I think you would be the first. I'm pretty positive they're different voice actors in every iteration.
Well, I mean, yeah, otherwise it'd be wild, but, like, they're getting paid enough to do that.
Yeah, so...
All right.
We want to take the TMNT from their teenage pizza-eating, sewer-lounging days to the... the university.
Also pizza munching.
Yep. Dorm lounging, which is nearly a sewer.
It's significantly better. We don't talk about this enough, but sewers in fiction are really cool and I want to go there. Sewers in real life, I have no desire.
Yeah, that's for nobody. I'm not ashamed to say this as someone in my profession, but I do not know what sewers, how they truly operate. That is a foreign land that I do not want to get mixed in with.
There are very important people that go down there, and
yes,
for various things. That's certainly true.
I don't want to take away from them, but the kind of corners where you can get your own room and lounge on couches, I don't think that's true to real life.
No, that's like the air vents that you can crawl through.
Also, if we're talking about New York sewers here, there's not just one rat. All right, let's make that clear. But they are that smart.
That's true. I've seen the pizza rat. So, do we want to talk about who the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are? Because it's a Gen Z world now, and they don't know what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are. Except for all the many reboots that have happened throughout the decades, so that they definitely know and are aware of who the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are.
Yeah, there's been 30 years of Turtles, but we should recap them for anyone not initiated.
Yeah, so...
there's 4 things that you need to know about these characters.
Okay, I'm prepared.
They're Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. 4 turtles, mutated by an element called mutagen, and raised by a rat named Splinter, in the ways of being a ninja, martial weapons and the like. There's 4 turtles, they're raised to teenage years, and named after Renaissance painters and artists.
Leonardo leads.
There's, yes.
Donatello does machines. Raphael is cool but rude, and Michelangelo is a party dude.
Yeah, do you have a favorite of the lot?
I didn't really watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when I was a kid. I mostly know them from the toy commercials that would play on Nickelodeon, that would play like a little snippet of the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles got a new set of wheels, the Battle Shell, with 4 places to fire out. You'll be Turtle Soup Shredder! New Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Battle Shell and figures, each sold separately from Playmates Toys.
That theme is...
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot less catchy remembering the dynamics of the Turtles. Like, I don't even remember how they do it. Like, Leonardo is the best, Raphael punches dudes. And, like, this is not as catchy.
Yeah, no, it's it has the breakdown and stuff like that. I am similarly not as well versed, but I had a couple more years in turtle time than you did. So I know him inside out. We had in senior year of high school, I sat next to a bunch of Turtle fans, and we kind of outlined our group dynamics and how they relate to the Turtles.
Oh, yeah. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Between the two of us, which 2 turtles are you?
Okay, so I think both in that senior year group and now I'm pretty sure I'm the Donatello, the engineer who invents stuff and talks technobabble.
All right,
using his brain to get out of situations.
That sounds right. I am the Michelangelo?
Yes, you're the Michael.
I feel like I've fucked enough monsters on this show to say that I'm the Mikey of the bunch. But I also really want to be cool but rude.
Cool but rude. The jokester who's got a lot to learn.
Fuck off. I've learned a lot. I went to college.
It's not a like a TV tropes exactly dynamic, because the other options are anti-hero and like somber leader. So
I'm kind of an anti-hero. I'm kind of like an edgy badass who beats up terrorists and Nazis. That's accurate.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you're not.
Thank you. It's nice to be recognized.
So now that that's established, that we're the bottom two turtles, let's get into the premise a bit. They're going to college.
Yeah. We're taking them to college. They can't be teenagers forever. You can only be a teenager for about 5 years, really.
Or 30 years in some circles.
Got him?
But are these... They clearly have different, like, academic levels here, right?
I don't know. I mean, I think none of them went to school, so I'm gonna say no. And also, like, I'm me, and I crushed the SATs. So, like, academic levels and, like, how you perform and, like, grade levels and stuff have nothing to do with your demeanor or your actual intelligence.
True. I also think that something can be said about their martial arts prowess. I'm certain that there's some kind of scholarship in that.
Possibly, yeah.
There might also be, like, a diversity scholarship opportunity. Because, like you said, they are turtles.
Well, okay, I don't think that counts as diversity. I don't know if they legally exist.
You think that they might struggle to, like, provide paperwork of their...
Do you fucking think
like, they don't have birth certificates?
Do you think Splinter gave them a social security number? How?
Probably not.
No, he's a big rat who taught them karate. Or some martial art. Who knows? There's no way of knowing.
It sounds like it's more of something a little more under the table than...
Well, I mean, almost literally.
Right.
Now, I actually did do a little bit of research beforehand. And...
I'm sorry, I was just eating a tasty piece of pizza over here. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Please continue.
When I go to college, I'm gonna eat lots of pizza. Raphael, you know that there's there's a lot of other things you have to do. Do you think you can take a GED? I can get anything done. Whoa! Actually, in New York, in 2014, they switched over from the GED system to the test assessing secondary completion or task as the primary pathway to a New York State high school equivalency diploma. There's no tax too great for the turtles. That's very good. But okay, so it's 5 tests, each of which carries a $52 fee, and there's 4 turtles. That's a fee of $1,040, and I'm a rat.
The Splinter I know has a very kind of Uncle Iroh vibe and voice. I'm pretty sure he voiced him for a large part of his tenure.
That might be true.
So yeah, it's tuition is going to be an issue.
So how are you getting $1,040 to pay for the turtles' GED equivalent? High school diploma. This is too many words. This is hard. I'm going to take off my glasses. For some reason that helps. I'm starting to worry that I might have ADHD, and I'm not sure.
So the important thing to realize about the money is that I guess that it's more of a they buy food, right? They order pizza.
They do buy food.
Happens frequently.
How many pizzas is that?
Exactly.
Okay.
They're New York pizzas, so we're talking, and it's also in the 90s. So let's call it like $10 a pie.
Okay, $10 a pie, so 104 pies. That's 2 years without pizza. Can they do it? I don't think so.
I disagree. I feel like that's more like 4 to 6 months without pizza for the turtles.
Oh, good point.
Yeah,
even 1 pizza a week is a lot. Come to think of it,
I don't know what else they eat, I'll be honest with you. I don't think they have lettuce or like
I don't
fruit.
know if they have to. I think the mutagenic ooze makes it so that they can survive off pizza. It makes sense. Now, what I thought maybe was they can hit up April O'Neil for money.
Yes, April O'Neil, the either lab assistant or like reporter, depending on which piece of media or which iteration of Turtles that they're in.
Now, Googling how much money a lab assistant would make in New York is actually way too similar to what I do normally every day. So I Googled how much money a reporter makes in New York City, and I got numbers between about 30 and 100K a year.
Damn.
And I feel like she's towards the lower end of that spectrum. I feel like she's like, scrappy and like kind of newish.
Yeah, fresh to the reporting scene.
Yeah, entry. Well, not entry level, that sounds demeaning, but like one of the younger people in the journalist factory.
Yeah, she's often shipped together with Casey Jones, the kind of vigilante hockey mask wearing buddy of the Turtles. And he's always in like his, I call it late teens or like early 20s, unless it's like a kid's cartoon.
Well, I feel like as a protagonist type character, she's going to not be like, earning the top end. She's not going to be pulling down six figures. That doesn't seem relatable.
She's got a Peter Parker syndrome.
Yeah, that's better for your lead character.
So that makes more sense.
$30,000 a year.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I also looked up a annual cost of living in New York, although I used numbers for Philadelphia because because those are the numbers I had available. It came out to about $26,000 a year between fixed costs and variable expenses. So she's got about $4,000 disposable that she's looking at, and $1,000 of that is going towards getting the Turtles their GED, which I looked it up further. They technically don't even have to do in New York.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
In order to go to community college, you just have to be 18.
Oh, well, that's perfect then. I will also say that as someone that went to college in New York, SUNY schools, State University of New York, are on the cheaper end when it comes to tuition, especially if you already live in the state.
Well, I looked up community colleges in New York City proper.
Yeah, they can't travel far.
Yeah, I think the equivalent there is CUNY, the City University of New York.
Correct.
In order to find, there are several different campuses and component institutions for CUNY, or CUNY, yeah, I think that's a hard C. In order to find out which one was appropriate, I needed to find out where the Turtles lived.
Oh, goody. I'm sure all the canon sources are very specific about that. Like it's like where can you find Peter Parker deal, It's always the same, right?
Well, I googled where do the TMNT live, and it said New York City. I'm like, where in New York City do they live? The sewers. Okay, where? Under what sewers? And it's like, here's a Reddit thread from like 9 months ago saying that they live in the Lower East Side, according to some IDW comic. And it's like, all right, cool, good. And then I looked at the Lower East Side on Google Maps, and a little bit above it, just a little bit above, on the opposite side of the island of Manhattan from Hell's Kitchen, where Daredevil lives, and the Turtles are kind of started as a parody of a couple 90s comics properties, including Daredevil. There's a place called Turtle Bay in New York City.
Done and done.
And I'm like, oh, that's where it is.
All right.
And just eyeballing it, just spitballing it, it looks like we are looking at Gutman Community College.
All right.
Is the closest CUNY Community College.
All right. 4 new guts have enrolled.
Four new Grizzlies. Their mascot is the Grizzly because there's only like 5 animals that are allowed to be community college mascots, because otherwise they might be bumping up against the furries. Wolves can be either.
I see. So okay.
Like, there's no furry that's a wildcat, but there's also no school mascot that's a fox.
Yeah, no, I see that. I want to see that Venn diagram. That feels like a whole episode.
That is a whole terrifying episode. Are furries monsters?
Oh. Oh no, we can't go that way.
Maybe. I don't know if that's offensive or not.
Well,
I'm not sure. We need to
okay.
ask a furry.
If they're furries and Lady Gaga fans, then you can call them monsters.
I feel like that's two that are like halfway there already. So yeah. That's fair.
All right, I'm sure that's a filled-in Venn diagram.
Okay, so we've established a lot of things. I'm going to send you a link now to Gutman Community College's academic programs available. We're going to pick a major. They only have 5 courses of study, so this will be pretty easy, I think. They are as follows: Business Administration, Human Services, Information Technology, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Urban Studies, Potent Potables.
That's it?
Yeah, no, just those 5.
Okay,
To be fair, they're pretty broad.
Yeah, they are. It seems like there's some, like, more details to that. But, business leadership is clearly Leonardo.
Yep. Information Technology is pretty Donatello.
Absolutely. Raphael is gonna be a little tougher to pin.
Cool but rude. I feel like that's Liberal Arts and Sciences.
Yeah, I think so. Although, is that the I'm not actually gonna get anything done major? Because if so, Michael, that's for Mikey.
I don't know.
What are potables?
I don't know if there's only 5 majors. I don't know if they can afford to have a blow-off major. There's only 5 of them. And I feel like Mikey might pick human services, because it's like, I love helping people. Well, good. You can be a human services major.
I don't know. Have you looked up what potent potables are?
It means potent alcohol. It's from Celebrity Jeopardy. That's not an option.
I'm sorry, did you say potent potables?
No, that was a joke. That's from Celebrity Jeopardy.
All right. So human resources. That's fine.
You know, human services.
He probably thinks I could just hang out with, like, Casey the whole time.
I have a friend who's a human. 2 of them, actually. I'll ace this class.
Okay, so
going under the requirements. Okay, each one of these requirements is about 54 credits is what you need.
Oh, God. Okay.
Well, that's between Common Core requirements for the City University of New York and like the individual courses of study. You can also take 3 to 6 credits of electives. How nice. Issues in global learning. That sounds important.
Yeah, this is giving me some bad vibes. I'm having some flashbacks.
I don't know, I'm having some urban anthropology, poverty and affluence, or anthropology 227, sexuality and gender in urban life. These are interesting courses. I don't know, I'm excited. We need to... is this our episode where, like, is this like the Harley Quinn episode where Ivy and Harley Quinn have to go to college?
Yeah, no, it's...
like, we have to go undercover?
Pretty much. It's gonna be, like, us picking out, like, basically a bunch of courses that we think would fit them. Personally, I think they should be learning a little bit more about urban planning. They might learn some more parts of, like, the sewers, right?
Oh, that actually might be really important to them, yeah.
Yeah, like, that's Splinter's probably telling them to find me a new place where I can set up my jacuzzi.
Maybe they should be like, Splinter, I learned about diseases. We shouldn't live in a sewer.
My kind knows much about diseases.
Splinter, you're kind of nasty. Whoa. Speaking of that, I also saw a lot of concerns, and when I clicked how to apply on Gutman Community College's website, it says, please note, the safety of students, faculty, and staff continues to be the primary consideration that guides all decision-making involving the continuity of our operations. There will not be any in-person admissions process-related events until further notice. We want to reassure you that Gutman Community College has reviewed the guidelines from the CDC and prevention as it relates to the appropriate recommendations for minimizing the spread of the virus. I love it when they call it the virus, because that just sounds very ominous.
It sounds like it'd be an agenda of the Foot Clan. Like, this is some kind of Shredder plot.
Oh yeah. Did you know that Splinter's master killed Shredder's brother? And that's why Shredder's mad.
Yeah, right. And then Shredder went on to kill Splinter's master. Master's also, like, owner, right?
Yeah, good point. But he watched him practice ninjutsu, and that's how he knows ninjutsu. So I looked it up, and the turtles cannot get COVID.
Oh, great. So they're the only person...
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Virtual learning, I think, actually might make the most sense for them.
They can just, like, use, like, Zoom to look like people?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We don't even have to get into the issue of them being turtles attending school. We can just say that they have, like, Zoom masks.
But the other way is more fun.
I mean, they don't need masks. They could just do the Secret of the Ooze thing where they wear, fedoras and stuff like that. Try and make themselves not look like a 4 foot tall, 4 foot wide, animatronic man turtle.
Okay, well, here's another thing. Let's talk tuition.
Okay.
All right, so would you say they are residents of New York City?
I would say absolutely yes.
Okay, but here's the other thing is, again, legally they don't exist.
But
so I think they might technically count as out of state.
I don't know, it sounds like an illegal alien type thing.
Oh gosh.
Right?
This goes way deeper than I thought, and I looked up if turtles can get COVID.
Yeah, so they exist, I guess is what I'm saying.
God damn it, there's a whole other rabbit hole next to this previous rabbit hole that I was just digging into.
You can tunnel over to it and connect it with a good sewer line. So, let's assume that they are residents of New York.
Alright, okay, so are they matriculated or not?
So, does that have to do with where the bones are in their body?
That's articulated, but you know what? I was going to look it up. Let's say it does. I'm going to say they do not have normal people bones, so they are a non-matriculated student.
All right, so non-matriculated.
The bones are not all in the same place. They have their rib cages on the outside. That's what a shell is. Google it. You didn't think you were going to learn something today on Finding Monster Right, but you did. Not quite a seatbelt, everyone, but...
Is there any trouble that it's a half shell?
It is not a half shell. They have a plastron. They've got, the shell bits on the belly, too.
I'm pretty sure it's a half shell. I don't know what to tell you. Sources tell me that
it's a whole shell.
Then why are they half shells?
I think somebody just heard the word half shell because they were eating mussels or something. And they were like, yeah, put that in the song.
Is that as science has changed in the past 30 years?
No. Oysters. I think you eat oysters on the half shell. Oyster power. So, $265 per credit.
Wow.
Okay, times 54 credits, times 4 turtles. That's $57,240, which is how much money April O'Neil makes in 2 years. So, yeah.
Turtles, I've come to tell you about this wonderful new program called Student Loans.
Oh, no.
It's a great way for you to afford the college that you want to see.
Oh, this is going to be bad. All right, well, here we go. Student loans.
Yeah, it's like...
Let's just Google student loans and see what we get.
I'm trying to imagine what...
And my computer's actually on fire. Cool.
I'm trying to imagine what size episode this is, right? Like, is this a 2-episode special? Is it just one episode 90s, or is this a full-fledged movie?
I feel like this is like Splinter's just background arc throughout the whole season.
Okay, it's a season arc. Splinter's trying to get them through college.
Okay, it'd be really cool if that stimulus package that Biden proposed included any student loan cancellation. That would just be a winning game right there. You know what? Here's the thought.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't college free in Germany? What I want to find out is it actually less expensive to fly the turtles to Germany for 2 years so they can get a community college degree there?
That's a pretty... I mean, that's a great loophole, I gotta say. They're not like American citizens. So, they're gonna run to,
Oh, you're right!
Yeah, so... For all intents and purposes, they don't have any handicaps in getting German citizenship, I don't think.
In 2014, the government approved a decision to abolish international fees in all public colleges.
All right. We're going to Germany, boys.
We're going to... what's LaGuardia to the Berlin airport? America's the only place that names its airports. Okay, LaGuardia to Berlin, connecting flights on multiple airlines from $504, which times 4 turtles. And maybe Splinter should also be there, I don't know. Does Splinter need protection from the Foot Clan? Probably.
No, I'll be fine.
I've heard a lot about their cheeses. Alright, $2,016, that's an ominous number.
Yeah, okay. Or Is virtual learning to Germany an option?
Ooh. Wait.
Because we can just kind of...
All April O'Neil has to do
Mhm.
All April O'Neil has to do is just report on some
yeah, there you go.
story in Germany.
It's the perfect in.
We can write it off as a business expense. All we
Now,
have to do is smuggle the turtles in through the airport, which in a post 9/11 world is something that people literally do a lot with regular turtles.
yeah, now we're being good capitalists.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. So April O'Neil will get them into Germany, no problem. And they'll have free tuition.
Well, we've learned some horrible things about the world that we live in, I think.
So we got those mechanics work.
Why is every turtle-themed episode that we do, like, a horrible revelation?
I have no idea. It's weird that we've done two, like, in the first 40.
I don't think so. Turtles are pretty monstrous.
I suppose. If we also did Gamera in that time, I'd be concerned. Now that we've got the mechanics sorted out, let's talk college culture.
Yeah.
Because I think they would be good on some fronts and bad on some others. I feel like their personalities kind of fit a lot of pre-made college stereotypes. Where Donatello is the student, the nerd, the library living inventor engineer kid.
Yep. Leonardo is the RA.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, he's the one that's on everyone's case about their behavior, stuff like that. Michelangelo is the frat boy, of course.
I don't know. I was thinking about this, and, I feel like they might see, the hazing rituals or, the way that the frat boys treat women and whatever, and they might put a stop to it. I feel like that's their vibe. They would say, these dudes love to party, and then it's not cool, dudes.
I feel like they would be forming their own frat at the end of that storyline.
Ooh, yeah. Try Colonia Alpha or whatever.
No, Theta. Shit. Is there an M?
Ooh. These are the sounds that I'm choosing to make while I Google.
Tau Mu Nu Tau. House.
Tau Mu Nu Tau. That's easy to chant. That's a good one.
Tau Mu Nu Tau. Tau Mu Nu Tau.
Tau Mu Nu Tau.
Yeah, there you go. So that second episode they formed their own frat.
Wait, let's check if that's a real fraternity or not. And if not, why isn't it?
Usually they stick to 3 letters or so.
I think they do usually stick to 3, but at the same time, come on.
Yeah.
You have to.
So going over the rest of the college experience, dietary.
Check.
Yeah, been living that life, no problem. I think it'd probably be even better for them than their usual sewer environment. They could eat pizza every day, sure. But they could also, branch out a little bit with some food trucks.
Oh, yeah, no. The college that I went to had, an excellent food truck culture.
Mm-hmm. What are some other college staples that we're missing here?
Because
so far, I think they're doing pretty good once they got in the door.
How about learning?
The first burr in our boots.
Yeah.
So Donatello, I think would do very well on paper with a lot of the paper learning. However, when it comes to group presentations and stuff like that, I think he'd have a troubled time.
Well, Leonardo talks him through it.
Yeah.
The other 3 turtles actually talk him through it, and they all give different advice. This is an episode.
I gotta say, probably every episode of TMNT has the same kind of group dynamics that I had in my college experience. There's the guy that does nothing. There's the guy that does everything. There's the guy that holds the ship together. There's the bad boy.
Adam, are you a turtle? Legally, you have to answer, otherwise it's entrapment.
I did not think I was a turtle, but I'm having second guesses.
Where are your ribs? Are they on the outside or the in?
Yeah, they're on the outside. Oh, wait, in! I meant in!
You said it, and turtles never lie.
Oh no, I'm going back in my shell.
That'd be horrifying if the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles did that, because their shells are very small compared to their large, muscular man bodies.
That's a good point. They certainly have outgrown their shell. That, do you think they're gonna have a trouble on laundry day?
No, they barely have laundry. They just have masks.
But they only have, like,
is that a crime?
Well, I guess they only have the one mask. So they kind of have to go undercover.
Well, if they're wearing the mask, then it's fine.
Yeah. They basically have they have the same problem that several people in dorms that I was in college had, where they would go down to the laundry room, put in all their clothes, including the clothes that they were wearing, then just kind of have to stand there, like, without clothes for like an hour, because they didn't really think this through.
That is, I'm proud to say, never a problem I had.
Yeah, it wasn't a problem I had either.
I'm proud to say I was never exactly that stupid.
Yeah, it's a very specific kind of stupid.
Well, also, like, it's a specific kind of just, like, stress the fuck out because you're in college. That's fair.
Yeah,
so
no shame.
Would the turtles have to give up their secret identities in order to go to college? Because I don't think you can wear a mask on a college campus, like, extensively. I think there might be, like, some kind of violation because of school shooter stuff.
Well, I certainly those rules have changed in the past year.
Yeah, okay, but, like, a face mask. Let's assume, like, a status quo, no COVID world that these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are going to college in.
Got it.
Just a normal world where Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles exist and want to pursue a collegiate career.
I don't know if, for the purpose of the kids watching, they've ever taken off their masks. I don't know if they can. And I don't know if they have secret identities.
There's no reason why they're wearing masks. Like, they're turtles.
Yeah, it's just...
we can see that. You're only wearing a mask.
It's just the end part is why they're wearing turtles. The ninja aspect.
Why they're wearing masks. You said why they're wearing turtles.
Why they're wearing masks, yes. Why they're wearing turtles is the T aspect, the second T.
They're not wearing turtles. Well, unless you count the shell. I guess that kind of counts, because again, made of bones covered in scales.
Yes. Okay. So, I think that...
I wish I had Gastralia. Sometimes I feel like my stomach needs to be protected. This is my thoughts.
Going back in time here for a sec. Let's, the turtles learning.
Yes.
They have the same group dynamics. They also have been under Splinter's tutelage for a very long time. So I think that kind of teacher like student relationship is like a staple of their lifestyle so far.
Oh, that's a very good point. Yes.
I think they would do fine in that environment. Now, actual like test taking with like pencils and papers and reading textbooks, that they might run into trouble.
Oh, can they write? Like, I assume they can probably like read at this point in their education. I assume Splinter hasn't left them completely in the dark on that one. Can they physically hold a pencil?
They can hold Shaolin weapons. So I think pencils are an easy adjustment.
Oh, that's a good point. I also want to point out, I feel like the fact that they're not human is not going to be an issue as long as they keep the masks on.
Yeah, right.
I feel like by the logic of the show...
They're also all named after, like, painters. So I think, if that tells you anything.
I think they would have a lot of appreciation for, like, artists and stuff in their art history sort of classes and, like, social sciences.
Oh, no. What
stuff. Not social sciences.
Yeah. I'm worried that some of them might change majors to art history, actually. I feel like that's an episode of Mikey really sees himself as that type of thing.
I don't think that's a problem, though.
It's only a problem, like, after school. Like, trying to get...
Also, keep in mind, this is all taking place in Germany.
Ah, right. So, yeah,
We don't even know if they have art in Germany. They might just have, like, fudge and Angela Merkel.
They used to have a lot of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that whole thing back.
Okay. How's April's story going in Germany? I feel like she might run into trouble staying there for a whole 4 semesters.
Oh no, she just has to get them in.
Oh, okay, so she's back, no problem.
She's just like, yeah. She does her story. She covers the airport fight from Civil War, and then she goes back.
Right. I'm trying to think of any. So the other part of the college experience is extracurriculars. It's like clubs and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like these are unique enough characters that they can find their own thing. Certainly, Dontel would be doing like chess and stuff like that.
They might start a ninjutsu club.
Perfect. If there's not one already.
Is there one already? And is it run by the Foot Clan?
I feel like the Foot Clan would have like a soccer team, a football team in Germany.
Okay. A skateboard club, right?
Yeah, skateboarding as well.
Isn't that kind of their thing? Is they're like radical 90s teens?
Yeah, they do a bit of that. They're a bunch of like kind of misinformed youth, is the way I understand them.
Which I'm pretty sure the Foot Clan is a global organization because like they started in Japan and they have a New York branch, but I feel like they might also have a Berlin branch.
Yeah, they don't do foot stuff exclusively. They would probably also have a handball team.
The handball team.
I was looking up German sports. Boxing is high on the list. I could see Raphael getting into being a boxing turtle. A box turtle. Yeah.
A box turtle. Yeah, no, that makes sense. What are some other German sports? What they do exclusively sports? What are other clubs?
Cycling?
I don't know if they do leg stuff that much. Swim team?
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
The turtles would kick ass at swim team.
Turtles swim like crazy fast. You think they're slow, but that's just on land.
Yeah. So I think we're covered for extracurriculars. There's enough sports and physical stuff to keep these guys busy.
Yeah. What else is an important part of college life?
How about the social scene?
Yeah. If I remember my memes correctly from my college years, that's about it. Academics, extracurriculars, job, and social. Pick one.
Right.
Social scene. Would they be able to make friends? Hey guys, you're really cool. It's crazy you always wear masks. I like that. That's really experimental. Lederhosen.
Yeah, I highly...
They have to be German.
Yeah.
I panicked and resorted to racism. Sorry.
They're a mixed bag of interests and activities. I'm positive that the turtles would be cool kids. However, I gotta hate to go I don't know, high school scenario with this. I hate to do a very special episode here, but how would they feel about college drinking?
Oh,
in Germany. So it's not underage.
That's true.
Also, are we talking about the other German traditions?
So what are all the German traditions? Go.
One sec. Well, I'm sorry. I was thinking Amsterdam, Netherlands. No. But yeah.
Is weed legal in Germany? Legal for certain medical contexts, but illegal for recreational usage through possession.
Why are we asking?
Possession of minor amounts is not always prosecuted.
Why are we asking? Is weed legal for a college episode?
Okay, good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, the Ninja Turtles, the adult Ninja Turtles smoking weed. I mean, like, that's the same demographic.
Yeah, like I'm surprised that the Ninja Turtles for kids didn't smoke weed.
Like, if you were big into TMNT as a kid, you smoke weed now. That just seems.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah,
no, I think they're getting very high in Germany.
Maybe they're using it to meditate. I don't know if you can use weed for that. I've smoked like question mark.
I truly think that we've filled we've populated an entire season about turtles in college.
Yeah.
Like there's a lesson in every like topic that we've gone over.
Although I don't know if we've covered social, because the only thing we've definitely established is that this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles smoke weed, and that's not exactly socialization.
True. Like, Leonardo, you said, was an RA. Would he do well with RAing other non-turtles?
I think he would do great at that, actually. Honestly, if any subculture of people is going to be like, oh yeah, sentient turtles, that's neat, it would be college. Like, that's pretty normal in college. There was someone who just dressed like a cowboy, and it was just Cowboy Kid.
Yeah, no,
there was another guy that just went everywhere on a hoverboard. He was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hoverboard Kid.
If there's ever a place where you could just do whatever you want and dress the way that you want and be like they could theoretically pass as furries, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel like that might scan.
Like if we're getting like super realistic with this setting, yeah, they can pass as kind of scalies and just like no one would like question them, neither professor nor students.
It's upsetting to me that I didn't even have to briefly think about what the reptile version of a furry is.
Yeah, correct. So they're doing pretty good in college. Is there any college struggles that I would say that test taking is different in college versus high school, and like the curve system and all that stuff, but they didn't go to high school, so like, who cares?
Well,
Like, I think they do fine.
no one's protecting New York.
That's a good point.
Casey Jones is the only one keeping the Foot Clan in check in New York.
Well, they're studying abroad.
Yeah, maybe they just finally go to the police about the Foot Clan, and that's why they can afford to go to college now.
Yeah, we get the police involved in Foot Clan activities.
Hey, this guy, the Foot Clan? Yes, they're a normal gaggle of teens that are totally fine. Yeah, their leader is this guy. Hello, I'm a kung fu man and I dress in knives. Okay, maybe this is a crime.
Yeah, maybe we should arrest you. The end. Like, it's the why does Batman not kill anyone, like, argument. It's like, well, why don't the Turtles have a more permanent solution for Shredder?
Well, it's because they never strike first, except for Raphael always strikes the first punch in one of the theme song lyrics, which I'm like, it's in like the same song too. It's like they only fight when someone else starts. Raphael throws the first punch. It's like you can't be both.
Yeah, pick a lane, man. So okay, I think,
Or maybe Raphael is just a shithead.
I think we can pitch this. I think we're.
Yeah.
I think this is airtight. This is turtle shell tight.
Mm.
Yeah, so they get along just fine. Now, do any of them go on to full-time college, or do they stop there at the associate's degree?
I feel like you get the associate's degree, possibly. I don't know. Would you go for a bachelor's? Is that necessary? Why did they even go to college? Like, does their career involve? Like, do their career prospects involve, like, a degree being useful or no? Because here's something, you don't actually have to go to college.
Yeah, that's an important thing to staple on here. I think it's, we kind of put the cart before the horse here. Let's say that the police solved the Foot Clan, like, problem. And Shredder and Krang and...
Let's say the police solve a problem for the first time in their history as a concept.
Yeah, they lock up Bebop and Rocksteady, and, like, the Turtles are free to have a life, and they chose to go to college, and this occurred. So yeah, I think they would still be having adventures, just in a very kind of house party type way.
Maybe they would just fight like a bunch of like German monsters or something. Maybe there's like vampire ninjas that they fight.
It's up there. They got the skill set for it. Like, if we're talking about resume building with extracurriculars.
Somebody write that down. Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, so we did a good job.
We got these turtles in education. We helped some kids today.
Yeah,
we did.
We helped the youths of tomorrow.
We're a great podcast. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Eat it, cereal.
So let's take the Turtles to the final rating place, where we put them to bed.
Let's put these turtles to bed. They can crash on a couch and eat some pizza and go to sleep and have pizza-y dreams. Horrible pizza dreams.
I think in general they're pretty like solid monsters. And like, this is a perfect venue for them. They really, it was kind of a full episode like Monster Rehab. So it's where they belong, I almost want to say. So I'm going to give them an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, that's a good point. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are something that exists to sell toys, but boy do they. It's a great concept. Really big fan, a pop cultural staple. I'm going to give them a 7 out of 10 because I'm trying to be more mean this season. I'm giving a lot of 10 out of 10s.
Yeah, I gotcha. That's an important footnote. That they are, for means to sell toys to youths. That began in an era of like when you could just sell like kids whatever you want, rocks with eyes. Like, they're pretty solid. The Turtles have gone through crazier shit, I would say, and iterations and stuff like that. Like, just you shared a video of like all the different theme songs through the ages, and yeah, they go into the future, they go to space. I think they can go to college.
This seems like hardly a stretch. I feel like we can figure out how to keep the Foot Clan down to a dull roar for 2 years while they get an associate's degree.
Agreed.
Or whatever the German equivalent is. Das Associate Degreesen. That's not even a joke.
No, it's probably right on the money. And so, yeah, no, let's...
It's probably not, but it's also not funny.
Yeah, with this good iteration of TMNT ends, let's pitch it. I think we'll have a good property here. So, okay, thank you for joining us for this wonderful this turtle time.
Yeah. Where can they find us if they want to learn more, as they've learned so much today?
You can find us on Twitter at MonsterRightPod, or send us an email at FindingMonsterRight. Please leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. We'd love to hear feedback about the show, and we want to make whatever monsters in your heart come to reality.
And it's findingmonsterright@gmail.com. You can't just email findingmonsterright. There has to be a domain.
Yes, right. So join us next time when we say goodbye to the sewers and find monsters all throughout the land.
Hooray! So let's search far and wide for these monsters, because I am tired of the sewers already.
Yeah, we're staying.
Adam, it smells bad.
We're staying in the 90s though, so join us next time.
We're officially giving too many hints.
Cowabunga.